Everton have just agreed a financial takeover with 777 partners, multi-club investors that are looking to bring Everton back to its glory days. With that in mind, that's what this video is about. We are going to do a 3-year rebuild on Everton to see if we can at least bring them back to European competitions. And that's the goal of today's videos. Let's see what happens. Everton announced the appointment of MateusG, and he is going to come in with 2 goals in mind. The first goal is to get Everton back in European competitions, and the second goal is to try and win a trophy during the 3-year rebuild. Since the last trophy Everton have won was in 1995, an FA Cup. So we're going to try and get those 2 tasks completed in 3 years. Let's get going. We are predicted to finish in 13th place as we see here, but we are going to try and overdo that by finishing in the top 10. That is our goal for this first season, and we'll see how we do. We're going to run this formation. It's a 4-2-2-2, or if you want it, 4-2-4. Very attacking heavy. I feel like we have a good amount of good forward players with the loanee of Danjuma and Harrison. But also, if we clear here, this is our best 11. We aren't going to nail anyone on because I don't feel like, these people, if they get injured, I don't want them to keep playing the player. Or if they're tired, I don't want them to keep playing the same player. So we are going to keep this formation and see how we do. In terms of transfer, it's all updated database. So everything is as it is in real life right now. So we will just stay with the squad that we have and see how we do in this first season. So we're about to find out what has happened in the first season simulation. Let's go. As we go into competition here, knocked out in the 4th round by Middlesbrough. Not great for us, but finishing in 12th place, not exactly where we wanted to be. We wanted to be in that top 10, but judging by the point differential here, 52-59 from 7th to 12th, that is a tight competition. Calvert-Lewin scores 26 goals for us. Very good. I'm very excited about him. Let's go into squad stats here. Just want to find out how many. So Beto 14, Calvert-Lewin 27. Very impressive from our front line. But the board has given us 56 million to work with in the summer, and we are going to try and strengthen mainly our back line. I believe we have a pretty decent front line. Might do a little tweaks in the formation as well and see how things go. I'll meet you guys back here after the first month of the Premier League with the transfers and updates. So we are back with the first month of the Premier League concluded, but I'm firstly going to start by showing you my transfers for the summer that just happened. Let's go here. We start off signing Sean Longstaff from Newcastle, pretty solid player, squad player really, not really someone that I'm going to have for very long. On the other hand, Pietro Pellegrini is a really good player who's going to only improve with time. 23, very young, and he's going to be my, replacement for Calvert-Lewin, because Calvert-Lewin was actually sold this summer as well, so he's going to be my replacement. Bento is going to be my starting, but this guy is definitely going to be my backup. I'll tell you later because I changed my formation. I got Brandon Williams on a free, pretty solid backup. Nuno Tavares, which is going to be my starting wingback. A pretty fast player, good crossing, just overall solid, cheap deal as well. Reiner, 400k, bargain really, bargain. 22, he's only going to improve. He's doing so well for me. Our average rate 7.7. It's amazing. Lee from PSG. We bought him for 10 mil. PSG just bought him last season for 26. Didn't even play him. He's already have an average rating of 7.5. 4 games for me. So I'm happy with that. PSG can go around all they want, and I'll take the bargains. We bought 2 defenders from Milan. Fringe player here. He's not really gonna play much for me. Then I got Malik, who is more of a regular, 4 appearances, 7 average rating, really solid. We got Fabio Vieira, which was my most expensive signing, but I also think it was worth it. He has a very solid technical mental. and 4 appearances, 7.5 average rating. That's really solid. My biggest player that I sold here, didn't really want to sell, but Calvin Lewin went to Man City for 87 mil overall, 69 up front, 12 mil for Malpe. 2 strikers left, so I thought that's why I bought Pellegrini in. I knew that was going to happen at some point, so I decided to change up the formation because of that. So let's go and check it out. So now I'm going for a 4-2-3-1. I just thought that with the sales of 2 strikers, I just thought let's just play 1 striker up front. Beto is my main man, Pellegrini is the backup, and I bought some good wingers for cheap prices in a solid attacking midfielder in Vieira and Reiner. So I thought I'm gonna get an advanced midfielder, and I have strengthened my defensive midfield and my defense. So I believe that my team has really strengthened. And if I do best 11 here, this is where it comes. Bento, nailed on. McNeil, not really who I would want to play there, but Vieira here. Lee, Onana, Dean, Patterson, Godfrey. I mean, pretty solid squad. I like this squad. We have people in my bench like Reiner, who you saw he's having an astonishing start to the season. So let's check out how we did so far. The schedule. As we see here, we started pretty well here. 6-0 against Nottingham Forest. That is an amazing result. Bento with the hat-trick. Vieira with his first 2 goals for the club. Lee with a goal as well. And then we go to Leicester, King Power Stadium, and we don't bounce back, but we take the win. We score first, they score second. We score a minute later. Go 3-1 up, and they score again. But another solid result for us. Beto with a goal, Reiner with a goal, and Lee with another goal. Then we lost to Man United. No shame in losing to Man United since they actually won the season. I was surprised by it, but they won the season last season, so clearly a strong team. Bournemouth, another Reiner goal. Beto scores. Fabio Vieira scores. Just I like seeing these goals, and the clean sheets as well. We conceded 6 goals, but we scored 6 goals, so pretty solid from us. And then we beat Sunderland in the second round, the Carabao Cup, which is also nice to get through because last season got knocked out second round. And this is where we are so far. We're sat in 4th. We have some players in the average rating. And Beto has had a sensational start to the season. So, hoping things continue this way and we can finish in the top 7. Let's see what happens with the simulation. We have just finished the simulation for the 2nd season. We're about to find out where we finished. Let's get into it. We got knocked out in the quarterfinals of the FA Cup by Liverpool, 3rd round by Middlesbrough again, but the most important one, finishing in 4th place in the Premier League. That is an amazing result. We weren't that far off 3rd as well. We actually tied for a game in 5th here, so very impressive that we finished in 4th. Way above what I was expecting, but I'm very happy about it. Beto with 33 goals. Fabio Vieira with a great average rating with Beto, 24 assists by Fabio Vieira, a great signing. Lee with 17 as well, really showing up big time here. Let's go into the stats and see what some of our players. As you can see, goals, 42 games, 38 goals for Beto. Fabio Vieira, what an amazing signing. 21 goals, 28 assists. That is sensational. That is chef's kiss. And then you got Lee, 37 starts, 9 goals, 18 assists. Stunning season for him as well. Our other signings, Pietro, Pellegrini, 1 start, 4 off the bench, 4 goals. Not bad. 21 appearances for Reiner, 4 goals, 7 assists. Not bad. Great season for us. I just feel like a few more tweaks and maybe we can actually challenge for the title here. But let's see how much the board has given us in budget for this transfer window. 71 million. The board are really backing us here, and I'm hoping we can bring a trophy. It's going to be harder now because Champions League, I mean, don't expect us to win the Champions League, but just achieving the Champions League, that, gets one of our goals, our first goal done, completed. We achieved, we are in European competition. Winning a trophy is our next goal, and we have one season left. Obviously, probably not going to win the Champions League. Premier League, we have to see what we could do, but FA Cup, I mean, realistically, we want to do better. We can't be getting knocked out by Middlesbrough. So hopefully we can use this 41 million that the budget has given us and improve the squad. And I'll probably keep the same formation. Nothing really to change formation. We just finished fourth. Sensational season. I don't feel like I have to change much. Just make some transfers and see what happens. Hopefully we can win a trophy. But if not, top 4. Champions League in a second season. Come on. That is sensational result. And honestly, if we can just maintain the form, top 4 next season, that is going to be the goal. Win a trophy, obviously, is the main goal. But if we finish in the top 4, I'm satisfied. So let's see how we get on. I just realized that we have 3 players in the top 3 signing of the season. And I decided to drop that because I thought it was hilarious for you guys to see. Something I just realized. At the end of the season, we beat both Man United and Chelsea. And we just about finished above them. So we only finished top 4 because we beat both of them in the last month. How incredible is that? It's really funny because Man United just won the season before, and Chelsea, they finished, I think, 4. So very cool. Just wanted to bring that fact to you guys. Let's get into the first month and the transfer window. We have just simulated the first month of the last season. Before we see what happened, let's go into the transfers and see what happened. First signing was Arsene, really hard to pronounce name here. He was playing at Real Sociedad. He is plays a lot of positions, so that's why I signed him. He was 9 mil, cheap, 5 appearances, 6.7 rating. Wish he had a goal and assist, but he's a great player all around. Second signing is Alberto Moreira. He's a very quick dribbling winger. He also plays advanced midfield. Plays a variety of roles for me. 17 million. He scored 2 goals in 2 appearances. That is great for me to see. 7.4. Also, he was playing Palmas, La Liga. So I thought, let's give him a chance. Young player. We also, during this transfer window, we have lost some key players, so I had to kind of replace them. First of all, we lost Jordan Pickford for 18 mil to the Saudi Pro League. We also lost Beto to Tottenham. Why he won Tottenham? There's so many bad teams, but he decided to join Tottenham for 45 mil. That was his release clause. So I couldn't do about it. And then I bought another winger, Rooney, young winger, 19-year-old, very quick, very good player. 3 appearances, 1 goal, great. Since I lost Pickford, I had to replace him, the goalkeeper, so I bought Luis Jr., Brazilian goalkeeper, 9 mil, pretty cheap. Allowed 3 goals in 4 games. That's pretty good to see. Then he got some frees and Nathan Baxter, just a backup, not much wages. He's not gonna play a game. Donny Van de Beek, he was on a free as well. He's pretty good in the game, good attributes. He's not gonna be playing too often, but 3 appearances. We bought Oscar, who is a player that I really like. Yeah, he's very all around good. He's 21 as well, so good player. 4 appearances, 0 goals, so not that much. Then we went to the States and bought Thales Magno, Brazilian winger, who plays a striker. Um, you know, well-rounded player. 5 appearances, 1 goal. He was doing very well for um in New York. Oh, okay. And then we lost Beto, and we had to sign a better striker. We signed this guy from Real. No, Vallecano, but he's a good striker. Has kind of similar attributes to Bento. Maybe I wanted a bit more aggression, but he's a good player off the ball, finishing, decisions, pretty solid. He's young as well, so he can grow into the position. He hasn't actually played for me yet, which I don't understand what the team's doing. Definitely signed him, ready to go. Those were all my signings and transfers. But if we go into the tactic, I actually changed it up a little bit from last season to this season. Finished 4th last season, so honestly, ideally wouldn't want to change it, but I thought I have a lot of good attacking midfielders, and I had my defensive midfielder were getting too old, so I thought let's just get I'm just buying players that are cheap and talented, so I can't really be picky. So I thought this is the formation I'm going with. 4-1-4-1. So pretty solid, very attacking. This has some defense to it. So let's go into the schedule and see how so far. So we started off with a win in Fulham, 3-1. Fabio Vieira, our defender, and Thales scores in his debut. Draw with Brentford, 2-2. That's great. Ronnie scored in his second game. Luton beat them. Lost to Liverpool 1-0. I mean, not bad. We're doing pretty good. Aston Villa won 1-0 again. Alberto Morello scoring both goals to give us 6 points. I think so far so good. Losing to Liverpool, no real biggie. Brentford, I mean, obviously would have loved to win this game, but there's not much we can do. So far we are sitting in 4th with 10 points. We also have the Champions League and FA Cup, Carabao Cup, so strengthen the squad. Added some depth to the squad. Do these things for competitions instead of free, so more games, more opportunities for our players to play, and hopefully we'll do well. New signings. With that in mind, let's simulate this last season and see how we get on. We are back with the final season of the simulation. Let's get into it. We got knocked out in the semi-final of both cups. And round of 16 by Chelsea. So, top 6 of the Premier League completely destroyed me. Finished 5th in the Premier League. When you think about it, it's a good result. We were predicted to finish 9th, finished 5th, and we went deep in both cups and the round 16. I think that's a solid. So I'm happy with it. And let me know what you guys think in the comments. Pretty solid amount of goals. But yeah, tell me what you guys think in the comment, and like and subscribe, and give me some ideas for the next rebuild. See you on the next video.